Dad's giving Kagan lessons on how to run a tap and the right lubrication and everything. And most importantly, not to use his shirt to wipe off excess oil when we have garage rags laying everywhere. Can't teach him nothing. Stop it. All right, so now back to what this video is actually about. So, I come to the garage today to work on the truck again, but we had a little adventure this morning. I was late for breakfast, which is very uncommon, and Kagan was actually on time because there was food involved, so...
Hey.
Well...
It's the truth, but it still hurts.
So anyways, I had an adventure this morning. Wife had to come rescue me with the Jeep. If you guys have not seen the Jeep, check out previous videos, it's there. That's the tire off the front of the truck, and instead of running that tire, right now I'm running this thing, which was setting out back, and you can see the dry rot is pretty rough, but it got me to the garage because I was only about 15 miles out, so I just took my time. And so what I'm going to do is today is I've run over something, I don't know what. I heard something hit the bottom of the truck, like it flung a rock and up it hit the body of the truck. I think I found the hole. We're going to put some air on the tire and find out for sure. But I'm going to plug a tire in this video. We usually don't do basic repairs. I don't know if this is considered a basic repair, but this is something that we have an opportunity today and I'm going to seize it. So I'm going to get the air hose set up. We're going to put some air on this tire and see if the air is coming out of the hole where I think it's going to come out at. I'm going to put air in it first and see if that's where it comes out at. So I think the hole is right there. I think that's what's going on. You know, looking now, there might be something else there too. Nope. Just dirt or something. So if I put some air in the tire, I'm thinking it ought to come out of that hole. Problem is once I got the truck stopped, I don't think there's any air left in it. She's sitting on the sidewall. So, yep, right there. Okay, you can see putting soapy water on it. Of course, that one's blowing enough air. If you got one that's not blowing a whole lot of air, you can see it bubble up there. But that one is obviously, like I can feel the air blowing out of that hole. So that's it. So now, I'm gonna take the reaming tool and I'm gonna ream it. Yeah, I know. You would think fixing your tire wouldn't involve sticking something in your tire, but...
Not true.
Not true. Now it's reamed.
Wait a minute.
So I'm gonna dip the reamer into some...
I'll pour it on.
Just gonna pour it on there?
Yeah, and you run it in there a good bit. Back and forth.
So we're putting a little paint thinner on the tire.
And put it in there.
Okay. And we're running paint thinner on the inside of the rubber to kind of clean it. Now, if that hole had been much further over this way towards the sidewall, that would worry me. But we're still in the wear part of the tread, which means I think I can plug this tire. And the next step is I'm gonna put this on the back of the truck where it's not as important, instead of putting it on the back on the front. You got the tire. Okay. I'm gonna grab these. I'm gonna grab that one. Okay, that right there is a rubber plug. I'm gonna stick it in this plugging tool if I can get it through there. And believe it or not, this thing's a little sticky.
Man.
I can't get it to, there we go, can't get a hold of it. Now I got it. I'm gonna try and pull it to where it's in the center, roughly. That's about right. And so now we're gonna take a little bit of rubber cement, and you can get them to work without the rubber cement, but Believe it or not, that thing was on there.
This shot should go in easier.
Take a little bit of rubber cement. We're almost going to use it as a lubricant. I'm going to spread some on that. Like so. Put that back in there. Okay. Now for the fun part. Put that in there. I'll put it in right about there. I'm going to pull this piece back out. There are your plugs in your tire. And I'm going to let that rubber cement set up and dry for a second, and then we'll get back. Alright, so it is set long enough. It's still not dry on the surface here yet, but it's set good enough, it'll hold. So I'm going to put some air in it. And notice, that's right, I don't see any air here near, but I'll take that off. And there is no problem there. So I'm gonna put a little bit more air in it. Church bells is ringing. Test it with a little soapy water. Don't see no bubbles. Okay, I'll check pressure on here in a bit. I'm gonna take these, I don't know how sharp this blade is, we're about to find out. Take those, and I'm gonna hold top of that right there. Take on. I'm gonna come right across the surface of the tread of the tire, and I'm gonna cut that plug. Rid of that one, but I'll hold the other one and cut it. Well, the soapy water is working great. It's made that thing so slick I can't keep a hold of it. Okay, there that is. So now it's flush with the tread, and there's no chance of it getting pulled out of there by rubbing on the road or something. And so now I'm gonna take the tire off the truck, put it on there, and air it up to the right air pressure. Okay, so I'm putting this on the back of the truck because I think it'll hold. I'm not that worried about it, but it better be on the rear of the truck than on the front again if something happens that doesn't hold or there's a problem with this tire. And I don't think I ran it too bad after it went flat on me. I think we're in good shape, so put it back here. Tire size 35. So that's close. So important note that the tire says max of 44, but the inside of the door of the truck recommends 35. Now the only time I've ran into an issue with this is you know, most people think, okay, well 35 pounds of air, that's good, I'm gonna air it up to that and leave it alone. And that works good most of the time, but on my BMW it recommends like 60 pounds of air in a tire. So you got to make sure you got the right tires on it to hold the air pressure that the manufacturer recommends. So, but other than putting the beauty ring on and my center cap back on, we now have the what was a flat tire back on the truck and holding air. And so I'm going to take the tire that was here, replace that dry rotted thing on the front of the truck, and put it back in the bed because I might need it again. I got to get home, and we hope this holds. So that's all you got to do to plug a tire. Nothing fancy to it, but it's cheaper than going and buying a new one of these because these aren't that old. And the price of tires right now, plugs are cheap. So, guys, thank you. Leave us a like and hit that subscribe button, and we'll see you later.